Sports Center. This is Jermaine. Us at Sports Center, we have collectively assigned the most valuable player for the 2017 through 2018 National Basketball Association season. So, unanimously, we have decided that James Harden is the NBA most valuable player for this season, with averages of 30.4 points per game, 5.4 rebounds, and 8.8 assists per game. James Harden has led the Houston Rockets, yes, I said it, the Houston Rockets to the number one seed in the Western Conference. With doing that with 6 players in double digits. James Harden has proven that he is one of the most dynamic basketball players in the National Basketball Association. So once again, us here at Sports Center, who come up with ridiculous stats that make no sense sometimes, we have chosen that James Harden will be the National Basketball Association MVP. Okay, look, this ain't Sports Center. This is Cutting Edge. I'm basically about to tell you guys why James Harden, no shape, form, or fashion, is this season's most valuable player in the NBA. Did he have a dynamic year? Kid had a phenomenal year. An extraordinary year. But by no shape, form, or fashion was he better than King James. Listen to the intro, come back and put some sports on your mental. Cutting Edge. Jermaine, what are you talking about? This is what I'm talking about. James Harden has had one of the most dynamic past 2 years in the National Basketball Association that we have seen. Next to Russell Westbrook, these past 2 years that James Harden has able to produce, when we thought James was just about scoring, then he comes to facilitate us with assists. When they put him in the point guard role, when he gets Chris Paul, you would think, okay, his assist numbers are going to drastically drop, and he's going to continue being the scorer that we all know James Harden to be. Wrong. James Harden continued to facilitate as a playmaker, making plays for himself, making plays for Chris Paul, making plays for Trevor Ariza, making plays for Capella. He has transcended the shooting guard position, and basically he's a dual threat. So applause to James Harden for the contributions that he has continued to give the Houston Rockets. But let's not get it twisted. Let's not get clouded with our judgment because one NBA player has a couple of good seasons. LeBron James is this season's most valuable player. He has played 82 games, has averaged 27.5 points a game, 8.6 rebounds a game. Wait for it. 9.1 assists per game. James Harden James Harden is averaging 3 points more than LeBron James, but is failing in every other statistical category. But we're going to anoint James Harden the MVP. No. Let me tell you something about this. James Harden has Chris Paul, Capella. Who is Capella? Oh, he's just a cat that averaged 13 points per game for the Houston Rockets and is the anchor of that middle line. Just saying. Ryan Anderson, Eric Gordon. Let me put it like this. The Houston Rockets had 6 players who, at the end of this season, which was last night for them, the Houston Rockets had 6 NBA players who are averaging double-digit points per game. Cleveland has 3. 3 and one of them just got there. LeBron James, Kevin Love, Jordan Clarkson. Somehow, LeBron was able to corral, gather, whatever acronym, whatever adjective you want to use, he was able to get these guys together to push them for the 4th seed in the Eastern Conference. Woo, the Eastern Conference is a bad conference. Say what you want to. Use all the excuses you want to. I'm tired of it. LeBron James is this season's most valuable player. He has played 82 games. He is in his... I don't understand. I don't think you guys understand the gravity of this topic. LeBron James is in his 15th season. 15th year. And he's playing like a freaking 3-year-old. I'm sorry, not 3-year-old. He's playing like a 3-year vet. He is in the best shape that he has ever been in his life. But you want to give it to James Harden. So let's say for debate discussion, for debate argument. Let's say I debate with you. James Harden, MVP. Okay, most valuable player to a team. Do you see the Houston Rockets getting to the playoffs without James Harden? If you say no, you know absolutely nothing about basketball. I just want to let you know. If you're saying to yourself, oh man, no, they're not going to get it, you know nothing. I repeat, you know nothing about basketball. So you probably need to subscribe to the show a little bit more and get some sports on your mental because you know nothing about basketball. And if you say no, yes, they make the playoffs maybe as a 6th, 7th, or 8th seed because you have the general Chris Paul still there. Now, with the scoring load going from James Harden, Chris Paul, 18 points per game, is going to skyrocket up to about 24 points per game, and he's still going to be dishing out assists. If you got Chris Paul on your team, it's safe to say you're going to the playoffs. And Eric Gordon, you're going to the playoffs. Interesting. With LeBron James now on the Cavs, do the Cavs go to the playoffs? Think about the term most valuable player, MVP. Most valuable player. Let's turn that thing around and let's spin it. Most valuable player should be given to who's most valuable to your team, correct? That discussion we just had kind of tells you LeBron James is the MVP of this season. Now, that doesn't go for the team. That goes for the league. Most valuable player to the league. Ratings-wise, matter if you love them, you hate them. I call it the John Cena syndrome. Love them or hate them, you still got to tune in. You got to tune in to boo them or you got to tune in to praise them. LeBron James, ratings go skyrocket. Yeah, James Harden is a household name, but does James Harden give you the same star potential and the same starstruckness that LeBron James gives you? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. How many movies has James Harden been in? So if we want to twist this and say it's what's most valuable to the league, then it's still LeBron James. LeBron James is taking the team whose top 3 scorers are LeBron James, Kevin Love, and Jordan Clarkson to the 4th seed in the Eastern Conference playoffs. This argument is not even an argument. This debate is not even a debate. I think you should praise James Harden for the season that he is having. It's one of a million. You should praise him. James Harden has proven that he can get the job done. Am I saying that the Rockets are not championship caliber? Is not a championship caliber team? Absolutely not. Do I think they're going to the Western Conference Finals? Absolutely. Do I think they're going to the Western Conference Finals? I'm sorry. Do I think they're going to the NBA championship? Absolutely. I think they are a better team than the Golden State Warriors right now. That all may change when Chef Curry get back. But right now, I think they're a better team. Do I think they're a great team with a great nucleus, with great chemistry? Yes. Do I think that if these two teams met up, who would win? Do I think that Cleveland will win? Absolutely not. But let's not let that cloud our judgment on who the best basketball player in the world is. LeBron James. Let's stop debating. It's nothing to debate. James Harden is having a great year with more talent. LeBron James, like he has done his entire career, has put a team on his back, and he's walking up the hill with that team. For the exception of the Miami days, I remember when the best player on the Cleveland Cavaliers was Danielle Marshall. And LeBron James took that team, got swept by the Spurs. But for that team to even make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, so I'm going to say this, and I'm just going to quit with the rants. I'm going to stop with the rants. I'm going to start rambling, but I'm going to say this. If you realistically look at 30.4 points per game, 5.4 rebounds a game, and 8.8 assists a game, if you look at that and you say, oh, that's better than 27.5 points per game, 8.6 rebounds per game, 9.1 assists per game, and then you look at the stat line and understand that it's three, and one of those three players just got there, and those are your leading scorers. And you look at Houston, who has been together the entire year, and you have 6 players in double-digit points per game, and you realistically want to say that James Harden is the most valuable player? I think you need to learn just a little bit more about basketball. Just saying. This has been Jermaine with The Cutting Edge. Don't forget, subscribe. Put some sports on your mental.